if you've heard the greatest song of all time, because it was actually a complete accident. In fact, the people who made it not only thought no one would ever hear it, but they actually wrote the song years before SpongeBob even premiered. And even though they're behind some of the biggest songs from years ago, this time they wanted to write and perform something that would inspire generations. So they create one of the greatest songs of all time. It's the thrill of one more kiss. But it somehow ends up on a random 74-track royalty-free music album. So they believe it will never get the chance to be heard. But years later, SpongeBob premiered. But the show is missing music, so Nickelodeon gives them access to royalty-free music by this company, which not only has their music tracks in pretty much every TV show and movie, but it's actually where SpongeBob went to find its most iconic music.
People order our patties.
But the creators of SpongeBob had a big problem, because when they were creating their best episode of SpongeBob ever,
You're supposed to play the Bubble Bowl next week.
they had no idea what music they were going to play at the end of the episode.
Do instruments of torture count? No. Is mayonnaise an instrument?
So they started to listen to marching tune after marching tune, where they eventually came across a certain royalty-free music album, which had 74 songs all geared towards marching bands and sports. So they listened to pretty much every single song, until they accidentally stumbled upon this song. And they realized that even though it was different than what they were looking for,
Let's get this over with.
it was so amazing they knew they had to use it. So they actually rewrite the entire episode around the song. But the creators behind SpongeBob take their biggest risk yet.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Because most of the time when songs are used in TV shows or movies, they only ever use music to enhance the scene.
The only person who gets to torture my brother is me.
Unless they decide to use something called a needle drop, which means using a well-known song in a film or TV show. But SpongeBob decides to do something that's never really been done before, because they not only use a song that nobody knew, but they have the main character of the entire show sing it at the climax of the entire episode. But why am I telling you this? Because it's officially been over 23 years since that episode came out, and today it's not only one of the most recognizable songs in all of SpongeBob, but one of the main people behind the song,
Bob Kulick, I'm a Grammy Award-winning producer, and wrote and produced the song for SpongeBob.
and the man who created all of SpongeBob,
My name's Steve Hillenberg, and I'm the creator of SpongeBob SquarePants.
are both no longer with us today. But the incredible song Bob co-wrote, and the phenomenal show Steven Hillenberg created,
I would say the show is really about not losing your childlike sense in life.
has stayed in the hearts of millions and will continue for years to come.